So I'm currently, I'm doing a little project, and the last 8 months, I put a status on my Facebook and Instagram before, I've been through a load of shit, and what I've been doing over the last 8 months is really losing myself, but now I'm trying to find myself again. And something that I've really been enjoying doing is finding quotes and saving them, but also coming across unusual words that I've never heard of, words that I can't even pronounce, if I'm honest. However, some of the meanings of them have appeared in certain places at certain points in the last 8 months, kind of in a serendipitous way. And so I've been saving the words and I've been printing them off. I probably got hundreds of them on my phone saved, but I've just printed off a select few. And what I want to do with them is they've been part of my journey for the last 8 months. Probably from September, I've been in the worst place I've ever been in for different reasons, and experienced all the stuff that has come along with it. So I've been really trying to dig deep and find myself again, and I know that a word can't fix that. However, they really highlight a bit of a journey for me. Finding certain ones, it could be a word that I might not be feeling at that time, but it's certainly something where I want to be. And what I want to do with these words is really use them on my new journey that I'm going to be starting in a few weeks. So all the words positive. I do have some not so positive ones saved, but I don't really want them displayed. The negative ones are more what I was feeling at that time, and I want to leave them in that time and not dwell on them. So as I'm going to be starting a new job in a few weeks, 17 working days left to go until I move organisations, and I'm going to be working at home. So my dad has been helping me with certain things in my I say it is an office, but I really don't want to call it an office, because I don't know, that sounds too worky and too formal, to manager, and if you know me well enough, I'm not about that at all. So I'm still pondering on the name. I did do like a Twitter a few months ago to try and establish what name I might want, and people helped me, and I'm going to revisit that, and I'm going to get a little plaque made when I finally decide what I want to call it. But it's going to be a place where I feel happy and content in what I'm doing, a room that is filled with positivity. It's going to be my space. However, it won't be a space that I'm using, because I will be interacting people. Yeah, it's going to be online, but it's going to be an extension of my work in here, and that will involve other people being a part of that as well. Secondly, a few months ago I had an angel reading, and in the angel reading it mentioned about finding a journal or a notebook, to start putting my ideas in and putting my plans together. So I've been searching for this journal and notebook since receiving that angel reading, and I can't find one. And someone at work said to me, it will find you. And I absolutely believe that will happen one day. But for the moment, I feel like I need that kind of journal. But then it got me thinking, because I question and overthink everything, does a journal have to be a book, something that you write in? So No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all, does it? You can put your thoughts and anything you want down anywhere. For me, I tend to write a million post-it notes. I've got a whiteboard. However, I want my journal to be something else. Somewhere for me to store these new words that I've come across over the last 8 months. Some of the quotes that really stand out to me. I would say there's more words than quotes. And the door in my office here is going to become my journal, and it's a bit of a scruffy door. I've wondered what to do with it for ages. It sits directly behind my desk. Don't judge, my desk is a mess. I can be a bit unorganised and a bit chaotic, but it gets sorted. So I'm going to start building a journal for all to see. So when I'm teaching online, perhaps it can be a talking point for people as well. It's something that I can twizz around in my chair and read. Some of the words I've got here are going to be inspiring, some of the writing that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to keep track of what I'm adding and when, which will become integral of my journal. So by using the objects in my space, we won't say office, it's becoming a journal that I'm actually in, I'm present in it, and I'm using the space around me to help create that journal in preparation for my new journey, which is starting soon. So here are some of my words. Now for some reason I don't know how to turn my camera around, but I've got some of my words here. So this is just a snapshot of some of them. Some of them you may have heard of. Some of them, like me, you may be thinking, what the hell does that say? But you know what, that's the next step, learning to pronounce them. So yeah, and there's pictures as well, and this one is definitely going to be my focal point, because it just shouts out to me, this one. So yes, we are going to start building this. If anyone else has got any kind of ideas that you think I could do to, I don't know, make it better. I have a feeling, knowing me, that it's starting off with a door. However, in a few months, it might have extended to other places in here. But I'm dead excited because it's something different. And it's thinking outside the box and thinking, we don't have to be constrained to these set ways of doing things, for, you know, to do journals or to make plans or to gather your thoughts on. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that opens and closes. Actually, the door opens and closes, doesn't it? But we don't open it because there's a big mess behind it. But yeah, it's just a different way. And there could be a metaphor behind that, because I'm putting it on the door and it's about starting my new journey. When one door closes, another one opens, and I'm going to leave that there. So I'll give you an update when it's not when it's finished, when it's halfway there.